All right, as we've been telling you, Google blowing past Wall Street forecasts in its third quarter report. Now let's show you Google shares in the early trade. Yep, looks like it's going to be another day higher of 658. And just last week we were saying, could it go through 600? Hey, it's a marathon, not a sprint, Google, although for Google it has been a sprint. So far, the stock is up more than 540% since its IPO. IPO at $85 a share. Shawn Baldwin knows how that feels firsthand. Chairman and CEO of Capital Management Group bought Google on the ground floor and joins us on set today. So, have you sold any? I mean, have you been able to...
Let the Goog times roll?
Yeah, I like that. You've been able to take advantage of some of the largesse that has come your way thanks to that decision?
Well, I'll tell you what. The answer to that is yes. I'm still a very, very strong hold and actually a buy on Google. As you've seen Google accelerate, most people, like I wore these grenade cufflinks today because I said I was going to drop a bomb, essentially, in media. There's been, I feel like almost a conspiracy against Google where I look at the second page of the Journal today, we talk about the earnings. The first page talks about some extreme thing about porn in Brazil, unrelated.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
These guys are printing $4 billion a quarter. A quarter, right? We're wondering if they can continue to expand their growth as they have. What Google has done, and you hear this much ado about the people that they're hiring, what's driving this genre has been people and innovation. If you look at Facebook, what would it be without Zuckerberg? What Google has shown that they can do, probably better than anybody else, is execute on the intelligence and the horsepower that they have inside of it. And they've monetized that in a way that no one else has done before. They have a market cap that's over, $190 billion? They could buy the New York Times. One of the founders made a statement.
Why would they want the New York Times?
They wouldn't want the New York Times, but if they wanted it, they could buy it.
They could buy Disney or News Corp.
They could buy Disney.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what have they done for us lately?
What have they done for you lately? They put $4 billion up on the table.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else to look at when you're thinking about Google. As they continue to rake in cash in this well-oiled money machine, you can best be sure that they're going to create new ways to be innovative, to continue to leverage that.
Consider this. I suspect you'll agree with me on this. A lot of the skepticism or the bearishness is coming from people who just don't understand the business.
You got it.
And who don't understand that it's not a photograph, it's not a static thing, it's growing.
It's a .com, right? Or it's multiple things. It's a media play. It's a technology play. What they are is they are a category killer. They go in and they dominate the space. They get their people psyched, they leverage it, and they know how to monetize. There's no one else that's performing like they're on the street. Now, the thing about the Google guys is that they're chess players. They're not playing checkers, they're playing chess. When they went to the S&P 500, everybody's like, okay, well, how are they going to continue to monetize this thing? They figured out that once they reached the market cap, that everybody with the S&P 500 component was going to have to buy it.
Right.
So now, what you have, you look at Google Earth, you look at all the other things that are going on. What these guys are doing now is, you don't hear too much about stock split. But think about this. As we get closer to 700, we called 685. I was actually in the initial IPO outside from the investment bank. And they go to 700 and they split to 350. Is there going to be a question that they can get to 500 again?
That's a great point. Look at it that way.
We got to leave it there.
Cut it in half and go, all right, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.